You're working?
No. I like working.
Yeah.
See, I like working. To me, you don't need to. I'm here day after Christmas. I'm the only one in the building. No one's here. Thanksgiving, Black Friday, the next day everyone takes a day off. I'm the first one here. Those are the money-making days. Gentlemen, come on in. Come on in. How you doing? Yes.
Roy Reese.
Roy, pleasure.
Hey, pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you.
Garrett Barr.
Garrett?
Yes, sir.
Good to meet you.
Dan Brown.
Dan, pleasure.
Ford Childress. They are with
Ford Childress. What a great name.
They are with the client advisory group that
Okay.
spends time with people like us that have rented and leased from Transwestern. But they also follow Valuetainment. So
Very cool.
And when they realized, wait, he's in the building.
That's so funny.
You know, the funny thing is, so I watched your first Ferrari video.
Okay.
That's what probably made you known, right?
Sure, yes.
And I'm at school where my daughters go to school, and I recognize you, and I'm thinking, I know that guy from somewhere. I know it, and literally 4 days later, I go, that's Patrick Bet David, and you're pulling in with the i8, and I'm pulling at the same time. So, but these guys just started with me. I've been in the business 12 years. They're starting out in a cold calling program, sales program, business development.
Learning the scripts, huh?
We love it.
That's good. I tell you what though, man. One, there isn't a better skill you can learn than sales. You've heard me say this in millions of videos that's out there. There is nothing like what phase you're currently in right now. I mean, there's nothing like it. It's great from an outsider looking in because, you know, in sales, a very small percentage make it. Very, very small percentage make it. And those who don't make it, they think they couldn't make it, but they could also make it. It's just a lot of work and a pain in the ass. If you can overcome that 2-year part, the rest is history. Phone's your best friend. If your phone doesn't run out of batteries twice a day, you ain't making enough calls, man. Literally.
It's literally what these guys just said.
Yeah.
I said that earlier, except we're on the phone plugged into the wall, so it doesn't run out.
All good, man.
keep
Just
going.
live on that thing. I remember Saturdays, everybody wanted to go home, and I would always test to see, you know, who can hang, who my competition is. Guys, 5 more calls before everybody wanted to go to a nightclub, everyone's single. 10 more calls. Pat, come on, man. 10 more. And we'd go literally, and I'd see that guy left, this guy left, that guy left, and it's just me by myself. 20 more calls. Then I would be the last guy to join them at 10:30, 11 o'clock. And those 20 or 30 more calls, no one wants to make on Saturday night. On Saturday night. Because remember, you can work more than 5 days a week. Just because they say it's only 5 days, I'm not working 5 days. I want the odds in my favor. I'm gonna go 6.5 days, and a part of my Sunday is my gas station, refueling. My best money-making day of the week's always been Saturday.
You get books all the time? Transwestern. Did you hear it?
The guy that came the other day, Roy Reese, chased the line. If your dream doesn't scare you, it's too small. You just made his phone number in there, huh? Roy, this is what you call free advertisement. Thank you for the book. Make sure on Friday, I know you don't. Excellent. Well,
Sure, Abby says thank you for.
yes, let's make sure we send the thank you card. Thank you, Roy.
Just listen to it, listen. Oh, gosh. How do you not love that sound and be turned on by it? So how's it going so far with coming up with episodes?
We have 2 complete ones.
If I could give feedback, this is how I normally do it. Let's pick a topic, for instance. The topic is how do you manage your inventory? So number 1 is break down how many products and find out which one sells the most. Another point would be for me to have the right team in place, so if someone makes the purchase today, are we shipping out today or tomorrow? I don't want to wait till tomorrow. I want to save the day to go out to them faster. So what can I do to go out? So support system. And then out of the 6, 7 points you're making, add 3 stories to a couple of them.
stories, and then any resources or books or anything else that comes to mind to supplement the video.
Relatability, mistakes.
Shortcuts, tips.
Here's a mistake I made. They love mistakes.
Oh, yeah.
They love mistakes. The bigger the mistake, the more they love it. The number 7 episode on the channel is the 12 mistakes I made as an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
People love hearing about your mistakes.
Like when there's like mistakes, like you're so patient versus someone else who's like big-headed, they blow up, and that causes confrontation.
Yeah, then you lose a contractor. You lose a contractor that you could have worked it out with if you would have just chilled out for a minute and realize the solution instead of just attacking them. Because that's a problem in the clothing industry. They start attacking the manufacturers as if they're just workers that don't matter, and they do matter.
I think your character is what makes you super successful being an entrepreneur. Like, just so you know, like she's never yelled at me. I keep shit on track, so I'm just kidding. But one of these days you will, and I'll probably cry. Pull in and like I'm pumped. Like the energy in the car was high. Like we're going to IKEA, and I pull into this parking spot. And I scraped it, and she, before we even stopped, she hopped out of the car, like mid-drive. I'm still parking, and she freaks out, and I was like,
I'm like, that's a 12-inch scrape on my rim, by the way.
It really wasn't that bad. It's like 4 inches. It's like 4 inches. They're separated. Doesn't make it
Maybe
better.
it's a difference. It's cheaper. What else, Heather? You know how to ride a motorcycle? Do you know how to swim?
I'm from Hawaii. I hate swimming. Does anyone know? You're an adult. Oh yeah, we're all adults.
Paul loves rollerblading.
Do you really?
He comes to work on rollerblades.
Paul's very traditional, so he sticks to the ones with the 4.
The skates.
Yeah, the skates, yeah.
I learned about Mario's fire one day. I'm in Granada Hills, I'm in Mile and Mario comes in. He is pissed off. I'm thinking he's about to fight somebody.
This one?
Oh yeah.
I can see it.
And he starts saying about
Nice guy.
how ticked off he is and how bad he wants to win, and next thing you know, boom. Tears.
Remember that day?
Emotional. You could see like he was on fire.
What is your advice on not only the mental struggles but also the emotional turmoil that entrepreneurs face?
I would much rather anticipate that something is going to happen and be paranoid about it and get lucky and not happen than expect everything to be perfect and then all of a sudden something happens and I'm surprised and I'm heartbroken and it takes my energy out. So I think anticipation is a big game. Anytime it's kind of like, it's almost as if you're fighting an opponent. You got to anticipate the uppercut, you got to anticipate the hook, you got to anticipate the jabs, you got to anticipate his reach on you, you got to anticipate, his strength on you, his speed on you, your opponent's speed on you. You got to anticipate everything in business.
Right.
And the way you're able to anticipate is the more you read and educate yourself, the more you're able to see some mistakes others make so you can, anticipate it before it happens. I never once thought I was going to be a CEO. Even till today, I'm just a regular guy. I'm not looking for the fame aspect of it. I just really believe the world's a better place with more entrepreneurs in them. But, sometimes when I got involved in business, I stumbled forward. I had no idea what I was doing. I'm like, I don't know if I can overcome this phase of my business. So the evolution of business, phase number 1, learn sales. You gotta learn sales. If you don't know how to sell your product, I don't care how great your product is, you're not gonna sell your product. You're just not. There's a lot of bad products being sold by great salespeople. Second step you gotta learn is leadership. You gotta learn how to lead people because you gotta put a team together, you gotta manage a team, you gotta hold them accountable, you gotta push them, challenge them, hit deadlines. And then you gotta find an industry that you can lock into for 5 to 10 years. And my number I always give is 10 years. Don't change industries that often. So get into sales, identify the fact that you gotta become a good leader to lead an army. If you're gonna be a CEO, you gotta find a way to lead an army. And then 3 is choose an industry that you're gonna be part of for a decade and eventually good things will happen to you.
Just in case if they want to have something like that, and just a simple kind of mock-up of.
So you know what the naked truth is going to be like. We're going to touch up on everything.
Yeah, this is just the layout. Whatever, if you have even details on it.
Marriage, personal life, psychological, health, finance, nutrition, doctor, relationships, friendships, loss of friendships, enemies, new enemies. Like this is all the naked truth about entrepreneurship.
So unveiling the real definition of entrepreneurship.
It's not a definition, it's the truth. It's not.
we're not defining entrepreneurship. We're bringing out the
How about
name.
unveiling the true shades of entrepreneurship?
I like that more. Yeah, I like that
Because
more.
you're unveiling. It's like you're revealing, or else it's already out there.
Unveiling or revealing? I think it's more revealing, don't you think, Paul? Unveiling means
revealing.
like it's a new
First
launch.
time,
Unveiling.
yeah.
I think it's revealing.
Revealing.
The Assyrian who was born in Iran is teaching you English. This is pretty bad. You were born in America.
You went to Harvard Business School, though. It's a
Harvard
little
Business
different.
School.
You got a one up there on
I went to Glendale Community Colleges, right? And I took ESL classes in Glendale. Okay, I like this. Good to meet you, man.
I don't know how many times I order stuff online, I get it and it doesn't fit, and I have to send it back, and it's like, 36 isn't 36, 34 is not 34 anymore, and shirts and the fabrics. Sure, it'll look great, you wash it twice and it's cracked. Like if you buy your shirt, right, and it fits right, it's always too short right here. And that's because your chest and shoulders pull that stuff up. So everything needs to have another inch or so on the bottom. So everything that we're doing when we're designing and we're putting this stuff together, it's going to be on people to work out. So we did this thing at the Fit Expo, and then I have been doing it in the gym, every gym I go to. I have several gyms I go to. And I'll ask guys, what's the problem? And, especially some of the bigger guys, they're like, dude, I can't buy shorts. He goes, I don't want to wear tights because I'm 35 years old. He goes, but like I can't work out without them. So it's like I have to wear these like boxer shorts or whatever with tights because his legs are huge. He goes, and so like I have to wear a 38-inch waist, but my waist is 33. So the whole goal with these are finding materials that are dry fit, that give, that look great, that you can either print on or have a great print to them, but are also tapered and basically custom fitted to an athletic body. Like, like a superhero feels when I can imagine a superhero when they put their clothes on, they're like a superhero. Like, you want that feel. I want to feel like I work out all the time, I want to look great. I want to look like I make money. I want to look like I'm successful. But I want to take advantage of the fact that I work out.
So you're not Lululemon price.
No, we're going to be better, but at a lower price.
20% less.
Yes.
30% less.
Because we want everybody to be able to afford it. I even want the guy who makes like, wow, $50, that's a lot, but they're sweet.
I'll take it. Then the guys like.
And then there's guys like you, you'll go buy a $100 shirt, but like if you see one that's just as good for 50 or 60.
You'll buy like every color.
Yeah.
Look at the number here, Kelly. You got 75, 87, 108. Is that fair? And your number one product out of the 108 brings you 20%. You know the point here? Bet on your winners.
Yeah.
So you got a winner. You got one that's a winner. Like you look at these pants. Do you know with Nordstrom's, he did 35 million last year. Think about that. Right now, there's not a lot of choices. They started off with 3 colors and then they added on to it. I think the one thing that my suggestion would be with you and Anthony, pick 3 to 5. I'm saying 3 to 5 styles, 3 to 5 colors. Because look at the math here. Each of these, you're thinking about colors,
Right.
and you're thinking about sizes. Money's gone quick. So I'm gonna bet on my winners initially to see how the response is gonna be. Then I'm gonna go and say, wait to see what we're coming soon, next 90 days. Wait to see what we're coming next. Nike just got soccer 15 years ago, 10 years ago. Imagine how big of a brand Nike is. They've never been soccer. By the way, they just became NBA 30 years ago. I would minimize the launch with the amount of products.
I agree. Mizuno?
Because your money's gonna go by quick. You do the math, this is purely a mathematical thing. You got 19 times the amount of colors, times 6 different sizes, 5 different sizes, your money's gone. And then you do not want to sit there and say, we haven't sold it, it's 40% inventory. So I asked Kelly, I said, Kelly, how many products do you have? She said, shorts, I have 3 different styles. How much each color? 5 to 10. I said, let's say 7. That's 21 products. How many pants? 4. 12. How many leggings? 6. 10 colors, that's 60. How many bras? 10 to 15. That's 108 products. And then I asked her, tell me your number one selling product. She said the Aquaflora. I said, what percentage of revenues comes from that? She said 20%. One product out of 108 brings 20%. So that's the flagship, right? That's bet on your winner. So here, you can always come out and test and say, oh, they don't like this one. Oh, they don't like this one. Oh, they don't like this one. Oh, they love this one. Oh, they can't stand this one. Oh, they love this one. Then bring this one down, bring that one up. You're scaling. Let's kind of go away from this one. Let's bring this one up. That's when you start playing with it. Like for us, I'll give you an idea when we start our company. Initially, I'm thinking we're going to dominate because we're going to do insurance and we're going to do auto insurance and we're going to do mortgages and we're going to do real estate and accounting and living trust and securities and broker deal, everything. So I have my series 7, 66, 31, 26 life. I have all these lives. I can futures, commodity stocks, bonds, money under management, you name it. Then all of a sudden, I'm starting to notice that I'm spending this many hours in this product and I'm losing every year. And what if I take my time from here and I put it over here? Because the most valuable asset you and I have is what? Our attention. So I'm going to put it over here. I cut 80% of my products. 80%. And I brought my focus on life insurance. People told me I'm dumb for doing that. Do you know what happened? Boom, explosion. You can start this part-time and test it for 3 to 6 months and land a couple of these guys, which is not hard to do. And then based on that, say, shit, the response is good. Let's see what do they want. So now the audience starts saying, dude, Anthony, what if we came out with this? What if we came out with this? I love my XIX products. What if and then you have a clan, you have a cult following, but you're not wasting, because this is a very, very exciting business. But if I'm doing this business, I am purely testing.